prompt. A prompt is how you talk to the computer. That's it. You're probably really bad at it. That's why you're searching for something like this. But it's okay. That's because when you sit down and you spread your fingers across the keys, you expect that normal words will do the job. Guess what? Your prompt muscles are weak. You gotta work them out. They're preventing you from getting the best outputs, all the stuff that you want from this super intelligent model from happening. And let it be known that weak prompt muscles can... But what if you could go from prompt weakly to Arnold Promptenegger? Thinking Arnold? AI Arnold? We don't need to have a PhD in prompt engineering. In fact, we just need to know how to get the best outputs out of the computer or your phone. This seems like it's going to be way harder than it is, but we're going to use prompts to make a prompt. Why would we not do that, right? Depending on which one you have, you should be fancy and have these ones here, but we're going to click on O1 and now we're just going to talk. You are an expert prompt writer. Do not omit any detail. Goes off. What we just did was what's called a meta prompt. Now it sounds kind of like Inception. That's because it is. We are saying to this thing, hey, I don't want to write a prompt. Can you make a prompt about writing a prompt so I don't ever have to write a prompt? And then when I do write a prompt, I just put it in this meta prompt thing and then it gives me the best prompt. So it reasoned for 12 seconds and it says below is an example of a highly structured prompt template. We're just going to grab that. Now we have this meta prompt and we're going to make a new prompt. Now with this magic in hand, we're going to paste that in and you'll see that we have all this good stuff. We can open it up and look at it. And I want to put in the user input placeholder. So right there, boom, that's the dynamite. This is where I'm going to start yapping, right? Is we're going to make a prompt for generating increasingly more clickbaity titles for a YouTube video. So I'll click here. I'm not just some idiot that's making this up as I go. I'm just trying to simplify all the complexity of it because you could go spend a bunch of time reading this stuff and you'll find that it's all baked in there, right? So include details, ask it to adopt a persona, use delimiters. Delimiters are what XML is. It's that stuff that look kind of like code. Well, it is because the whole internet is using XML and that's what these models are trained on. Cool. I gave it a desired length of these titles. So yeah, you could go and read that and then you can read these examples too. I can throw those down there. I think that some of this stuff's like way too complex for the normie, but I mean, it gets a lot of views. But this is the way I do it. Now let's pull it up real quick. So like we said, we threw this thing in here and voila, I risked it all for the ultimate ChatGPT prompts. You won't believe how easy it is. Can you believe it? I can't even believe it. And it'll just keep going and going and going. So what I'll end up doing is I can just snag this bad boy and I'll save it. And if you want other prompts, you can check out my whole library of them. I got this thing called School. If you join my school, this isn't like I'm making money, right? It's free for now. But if you go in here and you go to Classroom and then you click on Prompt Library, look how badass that guy is. Bonus nugget! I actually made all of these with a meta prompt. So I used that long meta prompt and I said, hey, you're an expert at generating prompts about image generation. You will be given an image and then you will return a very detailed description on how to make said image. So I did that to this Perplexity image, really cool looking. And it made a bunch, I mean, this is like let's see, where was the first try? And it made a bunch of these really interesting looking Perplexity-esque images, right? So there's the one from the fancy $1 billion company. And then here's Parker's. And here's Parker's, and here's another Parker's, and here's another Parker's. And if you click on Prompt Library, you'll find a bunch more in here that are a little bit more simple. But I wanted to take the most complex one and then throw it in there. So grab the meta prompt, have fun. Make sure you like the video. Go like it. You can see my hands. Go like the video, and see you in the next one.
Free audio post-production by Alphonic.com.